Guys, Jimbo here, and we're bringing you some breaking news that's happened recently. Last night, Vince Zampella announced on Twitter that the player count for Titanfall will be 6v6 by saying 6v6 is a max player count. Turned out to be the best balance with AI for us. Now, there have been mixed responses from this announcement. While there are a lot of people happy to hear the announcement and happy that we've got some more information coming into the new year, there are also people who don't seem very happy to hear that it will only be 6v6. For some reason, people have been thinking that it's going to be a much higher number than it actually is. I mean, they weren't just thinking about maybe a 12v12, but they were also heading into battlefield territory for 32 or even 64v64. Now, that would be all good if the maps we've seen would have been bigger, but they just didn't seem that big in the first place. Also, from a technical view, if every pilot had the ability to call down the Titan with that kind of player count, you'd be looking at 32 or even 64 Titans running around. On top of the NPCs that they're using in game, that's going to be a lot of things going on in one match. Even though they're using the cloud to host a lot of the processes, you've got to think that it could be a high processor load and could cause stability issues and even lag. Myself personally, I think that 6v6 is a nice number. Having played the game at Eurogamers Expo in London back in September and seen how big Angel City was and how the NPCs, Titans and the players interacted and how fluid and action-packed the matches were, I think it'll be the right number to go with. In the future, if they wanted to bring out more game modes with a slightly higher cap, I wouldn't mind, but the maps that we would be playing on would have to be bigger. And I mean, to accommodate the players, you just wouldn't want to stick a 12v12 or a 15v15 in Angel City. I just don't think it would work. Also, 6v6 is a relatively nice number to go with if you're playing with your friends. Grouping up and going into a match is really nice, but if you just wanted to go into pubs alone with 5 other players and yourself, it's a manageable number. If Respawn even decided to go with the esports scene, having too many people on the battlefield at once would make the game confusing, not only for the viewers but also the casters as well. Now, with a lot of people voicing their disappointment at the game just because of the player count, DK05, otherwise known as Drew McCoy, headed over to the NuGaf forums to try and explain a bit and calm the people down over there. He stated they tried a huge amount of players and also even less players going with even 1v1 and design the maps, game mechanics and the entire gaming experience around the 6v6 player count. He also said that he'd seen a lot of people thinking that Titanfall had bots that would be replacing the human players, and he wanted to clarify that to say that the AI were not in Titanfall to replace the players, but had their own agenda and are a different class of character in the game. Now, we'll have to see how the 6v6 pans out. Like I said, I played the game in September. It was really nice. I mean, the amount of Titans were deployed weren't too many, and you also had other things to do with the AI if you're on the other side of the map away from the action. Respawn timers were enough so that you didn't really run out of things to do, and when the devs say that it was really an action-packed match, they weren't kidding. You can just constantly do things through the entire map. Now, what do you guys think? Do you think 6v6 is a nice number, or were you hoping for a little bit more? Tell us in the comments section below. Also, if you have any negative or positive comments about the video, please place them there. We're on Twitter and we've got the Titanfall-Central.com website. I'll leave all the links down below. So thanks very much, guys. If you want to see more videos, hit the subscribe button. I've been Jimbo, and I'll see you on the next video.